Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about types of government in our civics chapter in class 7. So let's come upon here. Civics. Let's put this in here. So you can see, let's start with some history notes. There are 3 types of government we will be learning in class 7, but there are more types of government, and one point which you could add is democracy. That's also a type of government. Please note that this is very important. And monarchies and dictatorship and theocracy. Government is made up of monarchy, dictatorship and theocracy. Next, let's learn about constitutional monarchy. Under monarchy there are 2 types of monarchy: constitutional and absolute. For constitutional, let's come to constitutional. The head of the state is a king or a queen, but they have nominal powers. Like, they don't have all the powers, they only have some part of the powers. Let's come to the second point. The prime minister have the real power. The prime minister have all the power and the real power, and is also the head of the parliament. It is also the head of the parliament. The prime minister is the head of the parliament, not the king or a queen, but the king or a queen is still the head of the state. It is still the head of the state, but the prime minister is the head of the parliament and have the real most of the powers. Let's come to absolute. In absolute, the monarchs have total control over lawmaking and enforcement of law and taking action when they are not. The monarchs or the kings or the queens or in the sultans have total control over law and making, and like monarchs only have all the power, or the king or the queen or the sultan have all the power in absolute over lawmaking and enforcement of law and taking action when they are not enforced or made, then that they will take action and like put something or put someone in the jail and order something to do. Next point, the king or queen or sultan appoints a council to advise. This is actually advice. This is advice. The king or queen or the sultan appoints a council to advise and assist he or she with governance, even though the council cannot blind he or she. The council cannot just fool them by giving wrong information, as they are the king or the queen or the sultan, and appoints a council to advise and assist he or she with governance. The council helps the king or queen or the sultan to assist by assisting and advising some council governance, even though the council cannot blind him easily or him or she easily. Let's come to the example of constitutional monarchy. The constitutional monarchy example, one common example is United Kingdom or UK. United Kingdom or UK. And for absolute monarchy, we have Saudi Arabia as an example. Let me tell you something about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has a king, and that king appoints a council to help him advise and assist he or she with governance, although he or she cannot fool he or she. Now let's next come to dictatorship. Let's come to dictatorship, as we said earlier, and let's learn. So, a dictatorship is a government where a single person or a small group of people holds absolute authority. A small group of people holds absolute authority. Dictatorship is a government where a single person or a small, which means a small group of people holds absolute, like he or she rules over the country with no constraint, with no orders or laws given by other people. They don't listen to other people to rule the country. They impose upon them by a constitution or a legal framework. They also do not impose. They do not also follow laws. If he or she wants to do whatever they want, they can do. We cannot advise, or we cannot tell them to change or advise them to change. And no councils are there. Only a group of people or a single person is ruling over the country and looking all over the country. The dictator is a person who exercises such unchecked control. So a dictator is a person who checks unchecked control. Over the country. So the dictatorship we learned. So there were two types. We have completed monarchy and dictatorship. The left is only theocracy. Theocracy not done. So we'll learn about theocracy in the next class. And so we will learn about theocracy in the next class, and please don't forget to subscribe our channel, and please give a like, hit a like, and don't forget to subscribe and put a comment. If you don't understand, please comment me. If you understand, please comment I understood. If you want to. If you didn't understand, just give a reply or give a comment. I'll reply you, and give me my phone number. any further, if you want to know any further details, you can call me. I'll give you my phone number in the link below. Bye. Take care. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon and good night. Yeah, because it's afternoon here. It's 1 a.m. 1 p.m. sorry, right now. Bye guys. So we will learn about theocracy in the next class. Bye.